today, and boom, looks like we are live.
Woohoo!
You guys can hear us and see us, and this amazing technology is working.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, good afternoon. We're talking about sales. Are you red hot and ready for sales? Joining us here today is the amazing Kimberly Berry. She is our head mindset mentor here at Take Your Power Back Now. Good afternoon. Good morning, Kimberly.
Hello, Vanessa. I'm so happy to be here because I am so red hot and ready. So red hot and ready.
I know you're red hot and ready for sales, but are the participants, are you guys red hot and ready for sales? You say you want sales, but today we want to talk to you about the 5 biggest beliefs that are holding you back from sales success. We've been teaching women here at Take Your Power Back Now for the last 10 years how to skyrocket their confidence and cash flow, how to create wealth, how to move into the wealth state, how to master their mindset, master their marketing, and master their sales. So today we want to just jump in and chat with you. Are you really red hot and ready for sales?
Oh, I'm not. I don't know if I'm convinced. I think I need to be convinced. Somebody convince me.
Right?
Yes.
So isn't that the conversation? Most people want to know, like, oh, I'll see it when I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. So let's jump in. I want to talk to you about the 5 biggest beliefs that hold you back from success. We've helped thousands of women here in the last 10 years really create a new wealth state for their family, a new sense of freedom, portable, profitable business. So the first thing that we see people, and I mean, Kimberly, you work with our clients every single day. It's this, and let me know, guys, if you guys are tuning in, let me know if this, if this resonates with you. Sometimes you find yourself slipping into this belief pattern of thinking that you're not ready yet. You need to take one more course, what I call the learning without ever earning mode in your business. What I call I'm not Tony Robbins. Who's going to buy from me?
Yes, absolutely. That whole tomorrow will be the day that I can begin. There's this sense of I need to be in a certain place. I need to be ready. And that always makes me laugh because I would love to talk to, take a poll of a room. Who got pregnant when they weren't ready, right? Who became parents when they weren't ready? Imagine, all those people, that were pleasantly surprised, but you did it anyway. You had the baby anyway. You learned, you adapted. If you would have just been pushing it off, you would have missed such an amazing experience. And it's the same thing as you birth your business. There'll never be the right moment. There'll never be the right time. This is not a wedding proposal. This is you taking charge of your life and getting off of the ledge and jumping into the water to really start that next phase of your life. So when I hear I'm not ready yet, what I'm hearing is I'm not good enough to start the next phase of my life. I don't think that I am worthy of investing and taking charge and taking my power back. I'm just going to wait.
Right. It's never convenient, but it's always worth it. And like Kimberly said, you're never going to be ready until you decide that you're ready.
Yeah.
We talked today on the Mindset Mentor. We did a training call, and this company, Take Your Power Back Now, was birthed because I decided I was going to take my power back from fear and heal all of the areas in my life that weren't working, my relationship, my business. And that was over 10 years ago. And since then, we've helped thousands of women around the world. And one of the biggest things you can do right now to change your life is to make a decision. I'm ready. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Doesn't that set you into the state of positive expectation versus how come they have it and I don't? Like Kimberly said, you're never going to be ready until you just decide that you are. You're never going to be, it's never going to be convenient, but always worth it.
Absolutely. And so rewarding. And that's the thing people don't understand. At the other end of that fear is the reward. And the longer you're not ready, the longer it's going to take for you to get that sense of purpose and fulfillment that you're longing for, right? You're the one pushing that off because you're not ready. No one else is.
I'm going to share with you here something from it's a post that one of our clients made, Samantha Fox Olson. She leaned in. She decided, you know what? I've been in business for 5 years. I've been doing all these crazy funnels. And she shared here just a little part. I'm going to read you here in yellow at the bottom. In the past 2 months, I've earned more than I have all year long last year in my coaching business for the first time ever. My husband and I have had a house in Hawaii for 10 years. I wrote a check to put towards the mortgage. First time ever. I wrote a check with 5 digits in it. In case you're wondering, that's $10,000 or more. But I didn't do it once. She said, this is the best part. I've written that check 2 months solid. Words can't even explain what that feels like for me. Can you imagine what that would feel like for you to write a check for 10 grand and then do it again the next month? Whether that check is to pay your mortgage, or maybe it's to take your family on a vacation, or maybe it's just to, you know, be able to quit your job and, you know, leave your job and replace your job income with your coaching income. You guys can do this, but it all starts with a decision, and the decision, I'm ready right now today, is the best decision that you guys can make. Let's keep going. The second thing that I see, second belief that I see tripping people up is not being disciplined. Not being disciplined with the right daily habits. So let's really talk about creating wealth, okay? Because wealth creation is really about one thing, and that's about you putting yourself into the state of wealth. That's what really has to happen before you raise the money in your bank account. You have to put yourself into that state.
Absolutely.
And we see with women joining our 10K and 30-day program, you know, they consciously make a decision, I want to do this, but what we actually teach them are the daily habits, right? Planning for success.
Planning, absolutely. We have a planning meeting every week.
And also noticing, here's another thing, noticing when you trip yourself up, right? Noticing when your vibration dips. We're all experiencing the results of our states expressed out here. That's what's going on. So if your wealth set point or your sales aren't happening, are you maintaining your wealth state all day long? Do you have daily rituals and disciplines in place, or are you just out picturing Groundhog Day over and over and over again? This
Absolutely.
and I know this sounds really simple, but wouldn't you say what percentage of the real work that our clients do would you say has to do with this slice right here, the daily discipline?
Well, it's, you know, it's 20% of the action is 80% of the results. So even, you know, we think of discipline. I think discipline is one of those dirty words. And, you know, people have equated it to weight loss or, you know, exercise, and they have these really negative associations. And the really cool thing is you get to take that word back and make it mean what you want it to mean. And discipline can be the vehicle to drive you to the results. It's just the, like you said, the in and out, the daily actions that create those habits. And the habits are then become just an ingrained way of being. And we talk about like using things like habit stacking to be able to create new habits that you get to do day in and day out to get those consistent results. And the habit loop, that helps people to understand how habits form in the brain, because really at the end of the day, your reality will be whatever you want it to be. So if you want it to be wealth, it can be wealth. But if you don't think it can be wealth, you're also going to be right. It will not be wealthy. So, you know, having the discipline and being able to retrain your mind to make your reality something that is new and refreshing and creative. I mean, it's such a gift. It's wonderful to be able to watch people shift and get that belief and that knowing of being able to accomplish a wealthy lifestyle.
Yeah, it's an inner game. And, you know, I'm reminded, here's one of our client wins, you know, grateful for another 6,000 client today. That's $28,000 this month. I remember, you know, thinking, wow, if I got a job as a teacher and I could make like $30,000 a year, that would be so cool. I'd be a teacher. I'd love to teach, you know. And then I really started thinking about it. Fuck, their teachers earn 30 grand a year. That sucks. Oh, fuck, this is horrible. You know, teachers are the most, I think it's one of the most important professions. And imagine if you could turn your yearly income into your monthly income. That's the opportunity that you guys have here when you start to discipline your mind with a new state of being. And a lot of this can sound like just, oh, law of attraction, mumbo jumbo, but we've actually really broken it down to such a fine art that we teach women every single day in our programs how to have their first $4,000 painful client, their first $29,000 month. I mean, this is possible. You guys can do this when you discipline yourself for a new state of being.
And I think the nice thing about having the accountability with the mentor team is that discipline, you know, as you're learning, you know, it's a skill that you learn. And as we learn, we're gonna, you know, kind of tumble around a little bit and fall back and be pushed forward. And, you know, it's really important for us as the mentor team to be able to support you through that process, hold you accountable and responsible, but also give you that guidance during that process. It's, you know, if it was so easy, everybody would be doing it, right? So we know that when you're doing it with somebody else, that matters. You're connecting with your mentor. They're helping you walk through this process. You're not alone. And you then, not only do you learn from your mentors, but you learn from the whole team of us, providing the support, you know, the calls, the training, the one-on-ones, all of that, our Facebook group, you know, all of that matters because we are all really invested in watching your success and growth here. And it's really beautiful. When I see these posts, I swell up with pride watching our clients being able to go from being a tough nut to crack to being able to write those big checks or go on those dream vacations, to be able to feel purposeful. They're helping other women, you know, live their dream lives by coaching them. It's gorgeous. It's amazing.
And there's never been a better time to get into the coaching industry, the coaching or the mentoring industry, because people are always going to want, you know, real live support. And like Kimberly is mentioning, inside our 10K and 30-day program, you have a ton of support. You have the support of all of the other soul sisters, all of the other clients who are in the same journey, in the same inner transformation process as you, supported by your own personal mindset mentors, your clients. I'm in there. And now let's talk a little bit about sales specifically, because I've noticed in the last 10 years that women, and not just women, men as well, have just, this is the third belief that needs to be shifted if you want to be red hot and ready for sales.
Yes.
Your idea about sales in general. So I think a lot of entrepreneurs think that, and let me know if this is, you know, ever crossed your mind, it's selling is slimy, it's used car salesman. I don't want to have to manipulate people. I don't want to have to beg people. I don't want to have to harass people or market myself. I don't want to seem desperate. I think
I feel pushy. That's the big one. Oh, I don't want to be pushy.
So notice if you have any of these beliefs going on, even if they're unconscious in your mind, that's preventing you from showing up, doing your marketing, putting yourself and your business out there, making offers to people. That has to be corrected first. Your beliefs around sales and selling. So let us know, what beliefs do you have about yourself as a business owner, and what beliefs do you have about sales? Becoming conscious of those two areas are really going to help you in identifying what's really holding you back.
Yeah, imagine if you could enjoy the sales process because you know that that's the first step to your client's transformation. It's nothing, you know, you're not being pushy. You're providing a life-changing service. And what a gift that is. You know, when someone gives you a gift at Christmas, do you think, oh, you're pushing that Christmas gift on me? I need you to back off. No, you're happy to receive. And so will your clients. Are going to be happy to receive your program. And that's really kind of some of the shifts that we work on here is, you know, the perception of, you know, being able to be a vehicle for transformation in the form of this program.
And what Kimberly said was really true. You know, if you have the biggest, you know, transformative service, if you have an amazing service, but you're the best kept secret, no one's enjoying that transformation. You're not doing your clients any good. by, you know, holding it to yourself or not putting it out there. And this is why you'll see here in this testimonial, we have a Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow group. It's one of my oldest Facebook groups. I've had clients in there for several years. They don't want me to, you know, change the name of the group because there's so much goodness, there's so many goodies in there. Like marketing wise, promotions, ideas, emails, things that have happened in the last 10 years live inside this group. And, you know, when I first got started, this idea of having confidence, I think a lot of women get started as entrepreneurs and they have this grand idea, but then they lack the confidence. Like, I don't know if this is the right program. I don't even know if this is the right price. I don't know if I'm selling the right thing. I mean, am I packaging the right thing? Do I start doing the marketing on Facebook? Do I do a video first? Should I have a website? Like, do I need to build an email list? They're lacking the confidence. And unfortunately, you know, if you're trying to get started and you don't have the clarity, you're going to miss the confidence. And without the confidence and certainty, you're never going to make high ticket sales. Forget it. Forget it. That's why we're always talking about confidence and cash flow. You can't have one without the other. So here's one of our clients this was for the month of, I think this was April, $21,000. Halfway through the month, this client is already over $100,000 in sales for the year. How amazing. She's on track to make over $300,000 this year in her coaching business because she has clarity, which brings the confidence, puts her into the right state every day through discipline, and she's taking the right actions in her business. You can do this. You absolutely can do this. So far, let's just recap. We've got the 5 beliefs that are stealing your success and your sales. Number 1, feeling like you're not ready. Right? Always on that learning without ever earning. I have to take another course. Who am I to charge money? That belief has got to be shifted. And again, the not feeling ready is really impacting your ability to show up and, you know, pull the trigger on building things like websites and systems and funnels and ads and all those things. But you've got to be in the right state, right? So number 2, the second belief that's holding you back is actually that you're not disciplining your wealth state every day. That's a real freaking problem. A lot of you who have been watching and tuning in and taking a look at and kind of hemming and hawing and being on the fence about doing this 10K and 30-day program or taking part in our programs, you're being surpassed. There are women in here that are making sales every single day. They're doing it while you're sitting there thinking and chewing and hemming and hawing and not taking action, right? Not leaning in. So disciplining your wealth state every day. Number 3, having bad, outdated beliefs about selling. Selling is slimy. I don't want to feel pushy. You need to change your concepts of yourself as a salesperson and also about sales themselves. The 4th belief that's holding you back is, you know, a belief that I'm not good at technology. You know, how many of you guys feel like, oh my gosh, every time I turn around, they're changing something on Facebook. They're changing something. Now it's Instagram. Oh, the best thing, I should be on LinkedIn. Oh my God, I need to do, there's a new thing that just came out. You need one very simple sales attraction system. If you don't have a way to generate leads and sales every day, you don't have a business, you have an expensive hobby.
Yes. Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about, you know, the way that we help our clients build that sales attraction system in our 8-week bootcamp.
Oh, well, where do I start? We really walk you through the process by when you first come into the program, we walk you through some marketing pieces. We help you create those pieces, you know, hand in hand to be able to, you know, get your story out in a very effective way, to be able to package, you know, what your program is going to look like, to get the clarity on what that looks like. We then move you into a place where, you know, once you have that program identified and locked in, then you're building up the systems to be able to execute the sales, scheduling, understanding how that is going to look, the funnel, the process. You know, we break it all down for you, very easy to understand. And I think it's the simplicity in this that really makes it successful. A lot of people will think that it needs to be so hard. This, you know, sales attraction system. What the hell does that even mean? Oh my gosh, you know, that sounds like something I couldn't do, right? It's so easy. We break it down step by step, and we help you through the process. We give you the training to be able to help figure that out. Then you get that locked and loaded. Then we help you create the funnel to be able to create the leads, to be able to bring the people to you so you can be visible, make offers, and provide value in that funnel.
And what Kimberly's explaining is basically what you're seeing here. We help you set up a Facebook group. We help you set up a $5 a day Facebook ad. And then we help you, with the confidence to show up on video. We help you with your copywriting. Most entrepreneurs or new coaches are really horrible. And I mean horrible copywriters, horrific. Like you've been in a job your whole life and you don't know what is good copy and what is stinks. And quite frankly, you've got it. The first rule of marketing 101 is to get attention.
Absolutely.
And so what we do is we help provide a recipe, and then we help you set up this platform, which becomes your online tribe. We have over 14,000 people in this group. How amazing. Imagine if you had a tribe every day that you could show up to and be visible, like Kimberly said, deliver value and make offers to. You're going to practice that muscle called being an expert, right? Practice showing up and being visible and delivering value and making offers. So
the strategies and the systems, and that's really what it is. And you don't know what you don't know. This is again a skill set that you have to learn, and we're here to help you through that. We know it's, a little scary or overwhelming, and that's cool because that means that you're in that growth space, you're learning that new skill, and that's going to take you to that next level. I think
a lot of people, they've already heard of Facebook ads. This is not a new idea for a lot of people. They're like, yeah, Vanessa, I took somebody's course on Facebook ads and I spent a bunch of money and it didn't do anything. So in our program, we actually have experts that work with you one-on-one.
Yes.
And they will help you. They'll open up your Facebook account. They'll be like, click, click, click. That's why that's off. You shouldn't do this. If you want to target this audience, Facebook is the most incredible advertising platform. You can target, I always say, if you want to focus on women who are 52, who do yoga and drive a white Mercedes in this postal zip code area, you can do that. It's very targeted. The problem is if you don't know how to turn that on, then you're going to be stuck doing a lot of the marketing manually, or you're going to be stuck going to breakfast meetings every morning at 5 a.m. Or you're going to be like I was in the beginning of my entrepreneur endeavors. I remember when I was a multi-level marketer, I would go and put on Jim Rohn on my head. I had okay, I'm dating myself. A CD Walkman. Okay, this was before iPods. I had a CD Walkman. I put it on my freaking ears, and I'd go to the Walmart parking lot. I should have picked I don't know, a high-end store or something. Nordstrom's. Shit, I went to Walmart, but there you go. That was bad. That was my consciousness back then, and I would go and I'd plaster all of the cars with little papers with these little promotions that I would do, and I'd do that for hours. But that was my sales attraction system back then. Now when you use paid advertising, you can basically reach anybody who reads certain books, anybody who's interested in your topic, and build a tribe of these people, right? But the problem is most people are overwhelmed. They don't understand it. It's like freaking Chinese. It certainly was for me when I got started. So focus on what you're really good at, and then, leverage our team to help you with what you need clarity on, like getting your ads going. So that's the fourth belief, is that I don't understand technology. It's too overwhelming for me. Get rid of that one. You need a sales attraction system. And then the fifth belief that's holding you back from sales is, oh my God, Vanessa, what do I do first? I'm overwhelmed. Is it an email list? Is it a website? Is it a Facebook page? What do I do? How does it work?
What am I selling? I mean, like a lot of people don't even, I want to coach, but I don't even know, well, how does that look? What do I do?
And I think a lot of people are also struggling with do I need a payment gateway system? What kind of contract do I send out to my clients? We provide with, checklists of when you go through our membership site, and then, again, I'm showing you guys results because this is the result of following a step-by-step action plan. And we've broken it down to just teach you one thing really well, and make sure that you have that one sales attraction system up and running first before you start, you know, jumping on a Harley Davidson and kill yourself because you don't know how to ride a bicycle down the street. You know, learning is just like, you know, if you go to the gym and you're going to start working out, you don't go and pick up 100-pound, you know, weight. You don't start doing bench presses. You start with like the 5-pound dumbbells, and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna try the 10-pounders tomorrow or something, right? You don't go and rush after and face plant. So following a simple process, guys. We have the process for you, and we actually have a shit ton of fun at the same time. These are some of our clients here in Hawaii. We have an online mastermind called our 10K and 30-day mastermind. And then we also have the Bikini Business Coach Mastermind, which is a lot of fun. You get to hang out with me in Hawaii. We have live events also in San Diego. Kimberly was there at our last event speaking on stage. We had a freaking good time.
Oh, we had a blast. Blast.
Isn't it more fun to do? Isn't it more fun to learn together? So
absolutely.
I want to encourage you guys to ask us questions. If you have specific questions about sales, if you have questions about marketing, if you have questions about any of the 5 steps that we've outlined here, the 5 beliefs, get help with it. You don't sit there and, you know, keep watching and wondering, how come they're doing it and I'm not? I always say that you're only one decision away from a completely different life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's, you know, it can be you. And it, you know, there's nothing that sets anybody apart. You don't need a college degree. You don't have to have a PhD. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to have certifications. If you have conviction, you can do anything. If you have a strong enough vision, you can accomplish anything. And that means you can overcome some of those fears that you may have about creating a high ticket, high end product and servicing that product, selling it, doing the marketing. But it can be fun. It can be fun,
but you have to have the confidence first, and the confidence comes from the clarity, and it also comes from your state, guys. So focus on the daily habits that are going to create the state for you to get into action and pull the triggers and act on the things that you say you really want. Are you really hot and ready? Are you really red hot and ready for sales? Do you know where I got inspired by that? I got inspired by freaking pizza box yesterday. I was on this beach. I was doing my affirmations and I saw this guy walking. I was like, well, here I'm in my state now. And then I look outside, and I always look outside to see, is the reflection coming back to me of what I'm putting out there? That's, you know, we're like a vibration in continual flux. And so I'm like, I'm in my wealth state. And then I see this side of a freaking Little Caesars pizza box that says red hot and ready. I was like, red hot and ready for sales. Here it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So are you red hot and ready for sales? You know, if you've been trying this for a long time, banging your head against the wall and it's not working, apply to work with me and my amazing team. The link is here below in the comments. takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. We will get on the phone with you. We'll find out what you've been working on, what is working, what's not working. We may give you some, you know, some tweaks, and we may invite you to become part of our 10K and 30-day program. Some days we have over 20 women applying. We may not invite you. We may say, you know what? It's time for you to watch this video or read this cool book. We may invite you to become part of it, but guaranteed in 8 short weeks, if you apply the recipe that we've been teaching women here for the last few years, you're going to have the same results. Another $7,000 pay in full client. So happy and grateful. Another split pay client for $8,000 today. And again, this happens because we actually show up and support our clients. We actually get real live people to talk to. It's not just a bunch of videos. We have a Facebook group for you guys to connect with one another. I get on the live Q&A calls with you every week. Kimberly is there with you with our entire Mindset Mentor team. You get to work with our Facebook ad specialist. So life is inherently risky, and there's only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that's the risk of doing nothing. So if you guys have been chewing on the edges of the pizza and thinking maybe I can do this, you know, how much longer are you going to wait before leaning in and getting the clarity and the confidence that your business needs to really bring you the cash flow that you want? That's what we're here to help you with. And you guys absolutely can do this. Here's another one of our clients. Vanessa, you changed my life. I made $13,000 in the past 8 days this week. So there you go. You know, she said she hasn't even studied the sales module yet. Can you imagine how that would change your life? Can you move yourself into that state of imagining what your life would be like? I mean, we are, what day today? May
28th,
May 28th?
28th, 29th.
Can you imagine if in the next 30 days you could get that clarity and confidence and generate, you know, some people are like, Vanessa, if it was an extra $5,000, I'd quit my job. Some of you are like, hey, show me how I can make 20 grand a month, you know, and finally make this expensive coaching hobby, you know, actually pay off for itself. I know a lot of women out there have been buying other programs or watching videos, and consider actually working with a team of people, not just one coach, but a whole team of people to help you. Guaranteed you're going to speed up your results like that. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Kimberly, thank you again for joining us. We love you guys so, so much. We're sending you positive vibes.
Always a pleasure.
Let us know if you have any questions. We'll check back in and let us know if you're catching the replay. If you have any questions, we're happy to help you guys. We're sending you lots of love. We'll see you on the inside. Bye, lovers.
Bye, everyone.